And the referee has called for full time. The Ramos Stars have ended the season unbeaten on home soil.
Join me, James Motoingo, and the rest of the crew, 7:30 a.m. every weekday on Top Radio 90.9 for your daily morning sports delight. It's the number one sports show on radio. It's Sports Express. Join us.
The week it's been in Tokyo, and for the first time in history, it's an African nation on top.
Okay.
Top Radio 90.9.
Eagles train behind closed doors in Rabat as preparations intensify for Wednesday's Africa Cup of Nations semi-final against host Morocco. It was a massive upset as PSG exited the cup to their city rivals right there in France. And of course, shock as Xabi Alonso is sacked by Real Madrid. Club legend is dismissed after just 7 months in charge following Spanish Super Cup defeat to Barcelona, with former Liverpool teammates set to take charge. A warm welcome to your number one sports show on radio, Sport Express. My name is Ademola Ogumono. We go on a quick break. We return with the AFCON Roundtable.
Keeping it 100, always 100. Top Radio 90.9, keeping it real.
Many thanks for joining me this morning. Seems I'm riding solo this morning, yes. But hey, AFCON Roundtable is what we're talking this morning. Of course, with Nigeria set to face the host nation Morocco tomorrow. We hear that the coach right there at camp is going to throw the camp open for a few, hours for the press to come in and all that. But then afterwards, it's going to be a closed door training session for the Eagles, even as they prepare to face the host nation in the semi-final tomorrow. That promises to be interesting. We've said so much about this ongoing AFCON. So far, so good. The AFCON has served off some very, very interesting fixtures, some great goals as well, some crazy individual performances, giant killers. Maybe not in this tournament so far. All the big boys came to the party. Of course, a few of them have exited already, the likes of Cameroon and whatnot. Yeah, but the fixture proper tomorrow, Nigeria. I'm focusing on Nigeria mainly, and it will have been nice to get a few of the guys here in the studio with me to hear their opinion about the game coming up tomorrow. But hey, we know it's going to be a tough one. But the fact remains that our guys have been solid so far. They've been playing fantastic football. And we've been hearing commentary and there, of course, a few memes have come across as well about Mali wanting their coach back. That's Coach Richel. And in exchange, they were mentioning a certain Nigerian coach that, hey, you can have that other coach, leave Chel for us, because so far so good. He has been brilliant with what he's doing with the Super Eagles, his approach to the game. And you could tell that he's really studying his opponent and the approach he goes with each performance of the team against opposition has been really been commendable. The boys are playing for each other as well. They are fighting so hard. The pressing is so impressive. Of course, not taking anything away from our boys up front there. They are doing a yeoman's job. The attack is formidable. It's been one of the best that I've seen in a long while, and the one that more or less restores confidence in our attack. It will have been nice to see these boys at the World Cup, but then again, because for me, in as much as so many people have been waxing lyrical about how good they've been playing and whatnot, the barest minimum for me is for them to go out there and win this Nations Cup. That's the consolation they can give for not making it through to the World Cup, because performances like this deserves to be at the world stage, and the World Cup is no better arena for them to go and perform. But then again, so far so good in this AFCON. They've been brilliant. The defensive structure as well has been so good. Defensively, Bassi has been a beast. But then Ndidi, 2 yellow cards is going to miss, even though he's touch and go for now with injury. But he's going to miss this semi-final nonetheless. It remains to see how the coach is going to chop and change in that midfield and make it not so obvious that we're going to miss Ndidi. He has been a stalwart, a fine captain at that as well. But it's going to be tough against the Moroccans. If we can more or less, will I say, pocket Brahim Diaz, who has been like the little Messi or Maradona for that team. is a fantastic talent. I love him dearly. Ever since his days at Manchester City, and then to, I think, AC Milan, and now back to parent club Real Madrid. I love that young man. I think he's a fantastic talent. He's going to pose a serious threat for the Eagles defense tomorrow. But I think our boys, will be able to hold him back, and our attack can get the job done. We are big. We are more physical. Our intensity has been top notch so far. So hey, I wish all the Super Eagles all the best. Let them go out there tomorrow and get the job done, and of course, get us into the final. We'll go for a quick break. We'll return with the international newsreel.
Keep it 100, always 100. Top Radio 90.9, keep it real. Taking you to the top to stay. Top Radio 90.9.
Many thanks for joining me this morning. If you're just joining in, it's still awards. It's still Sport Express here. I will just finish AFCON Roundtable with me and my listeners, of course, because it's just me alone in the studio this morning. Let's just go straight to the international newsreel, where we have a few stories lined up. We'll start off with tennis stories first, where former world number three, Milos Raonic has announced his retirement from the sport. The 35-year-old Canadian revealed in a post on social media where he made the announcement, calling himself the luckiest person to have lived out his dreams. How lucky he is indeed. Raonic was born in Titograd, Yugoslavia, now Podgorica, Montenegro, and moved to Canada when he was 3 years old. He won his first ATP title at the Pacific Coast Championships in 2011. He won a total of 8 ATP Tour titles in his career and reached the final of Wimbledon in 2016, only to lose in straight set to Great Britain's Andy Murray, although he beat Roger Federer on his way to the final. But a fine young man, Milos Raonic. I've been lucky to watch a few of his games, and he's decent, he's good. Yes, he's scored his quits now on tennis, and we hope that he enjoys the rest of his retirement. So quickly, we have other stories here, international newsreel. Let's just go straight to basketball. There were games played last night, and before then, just quickly go to Formula One. I have a Formula One story here, where F1 teams and drivers are already in pre-season preparation discussions, with reports highlighting internal dynamics, such as Ferrari's Hamilton pushing for improvement, and conversations around partnerships, of course, including comment that working with Max Verstappen will be a challenging seat for any teammate. That's more or less what the news are saying this morning, as per Formula One. Of course, the report also mentioned Valtteri Bottas' name in news release to unresolved penalties from previous seasons entering 2026 speculation. Let's go straight to the NBA games played last night, and in the early hours of this morning, we have some fantastic performances here and there. Sacramento Kings 124, LA Lakers 112. Top performers, Demar DeRozan with 32 points, 6 assists. Malik Monk with 26 points as well, 8 assists. Luka Doncic with 42 points and 8 assists, 7 rebounds for the Lakers. Fantastic performance there. For the Indiana Pacers, they got a better of Boston Celtics 98-96. 2-point game difference there. Pascal Siakam hit a game-winning floater with 7 seconds left and finished with 21 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Celtics led late, but Derek White's potential game-winning three-pointer rimmed out. Dallas Mavericks 113-105 against the Brooklyn Nets. Cooper Flag starred with 27 points, 5 rebounds and 5 assists. 3 steals as well to lift the Mavs. Maverick snapped a 2-game skid. Nets lost their 4th straight. That's a good time for the Nets there in the NBA. Philadelphia 76ers 115-102 against Toronto Raptors. Tyrese Maxey led with 33 points. Joel Embiid added 27 points, 8 rebounds, and Paul George had 15 points in that particular encounter. Sixers pulled away early and held a big lead through the night. That's it on all. They're still okay. LA Clippers 117 over Charlotte Hornets 109. I mentioned Kings over LA Lakers 124-112. Dallas Mavericks 113-105. And the list goes on and on and on. So that's the much we can take on the international newsreel. After the break, we head straight to the World Soccer Report. Stay with me.
Radio 90.9, keeping it real. Buckle your seatbelt. Get ready. It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Top Radio 90.9. To the top to stay. Top Radio 90.9.
Many thanks for staying tuned. Still Sports Express here. Before I go to the little matter of Xabi Alonso sacking and Real Madrid, of which Baby Tiger has been pulling my ears here. You know, as a Madrista that I am, as soon as I step into the studio, she's been giving me sticks. Well, it's all well and good, but I kind of saw the sacking of Xabi Alonso, on the wall right from the get-go. His attrition, his friction, of course, creating factions in the group. Sad to see him leave because I have deep respect for him, but hey, I think it's time for him to go. Let's start with the non-league FA Cup fourth round draw, full fixture list. I'm sure people have been seeing it here and there. Liverpool against Brighton and Hove Albion. Of course, Brighton and Hove Albion dumped Manchester United out. Now they're facing Liverpool. Stoke City against Fulham. Oxford against Sunderland. Arsenal against Wigan Athletic. Hull City versus Chelsea. Burton Albion against West Ham. The list goes on and on. There's a big one there as well. Aston Villa against Newcastle United. That promises to be interesting. I'm particularly looking forward to that. Macclesfield, Giant Killers against Brentford. Can they do it again? Only time will tell. Let's go straight to some fixtures. Yesterday, where shall we start from? And the Serie A, Genoa got the better of Cagliari 3-0. Lorenzo Colombo with a goal there. Juventus 5-0 over Cremonese. Fantastic win for Juve. Bremer got a goal to kick things off in the 12th minute. Jonathan David got the other. Kenan Yildiz missed a penalty, but they got a goal in there as well. And an own goal from Cremonese, Filippo Terrazzano. Unlucky for him there. Weston McKennie, the USA international, got the last of the goals in the 64th minute. Fantastic win for them. And to the Italian, not the Italian Serie A, the La Liga this time around. There were games yesterday as well. Sevilla losing at home to Celta Vigo. Marcos Alonso with an 88-minute penalty to seal a fantastic performance and bragging right as well, and taking all 3 points. Whereas they went away to Sevilla and got all 3 points. Genoa against Cagliari ended 3-0 in favor of Genoa playing at home. Of course, Colombo got the early goal in the 7th minute. Friend drop in the 75th, and Ostigat just 3 minutes apart in the 78th minute got the other goal. Fantastic win for them there. And the Coup de France, I didn't see this one coming. Honestly, it was shocking. PSG against their next door neighbor, Paris FC. I think Pedro was mentioning that they are just 12 meters apart, in the city there. But it's shocking to see PSG losing at home to Paris FC. 0-1 it ended. Ikone got the goal in the 74th minute. Cabal had the assist for Paris FC, holding down the bragging right there in France. Fantastic win for them. I will go straight to the FA Cup between Liverpool and Barnsley last night. Zoboslai, oh my goodness! Oh, if you haven't seen that strike, oh my goodness, just go ahead. It was just crazy. That guy, I don't know, he has a rocket in his right leg. Keeper had no chance. As early as the 8th minute, got a goal. Frimpong as well with another stunner. Phillips got one back for Barnsley. They thought they were still going to be there and about and put up a fight, but Florian Wirtz put that to rest with a goal there. Ekitike in the 90+ minutes got the order, and so Liverpool won handsomely at home against Barnsley. I think there are a few games later tonight as well. Of course, the stats about Xabi Alonso. I mean, I was going to talk about that much earlier, but our time is fast spent. Alonso left the role on January 12 after a defeat to Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup, with the club and coach agreeing to part ways. I think he was sacked. If I'm being honest here, it was succeeded by Alvaro Arbeloa as interim coach. He had a strong start, to be fair. The MLS, Copa del Rey, and European matches included. He went through a period of excellent form, no doubt, including a long run of wins at the start and a notable victory over eternal rivals Barcelona in the El Clasico. But then again, Champions League struggles. There were key defeats, including the loss to Liverpool, that marked a downturn in form for the Whites. I hope better for Xabi Alonso, you know, he has a win rate of 70.5%, which is not bad. Ranked among the top in the club history when compared to Real Madrid managers across his era. Maybe some Liverpool fan, a particular friend of mine who's a Liverpool fan, can't wait to see their coach go, and is hoping that they can quickly snap Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, I mean, players were saying that his intensity was just being too much. Whereas for Liverpool, their fans are saying that they are not training hard enough, so they want they probably want Xabi Alonso there. I hope Arbeloa can come good. As a player, you know, he has a fight in him, you know, but it wasn't exceptional as it were. But let's hope he can be a better coach and do something decent for Real Madrid. And so that's how we call it. Okay, there are some fixtures much later today as well. Yes, before I go, there's Newcastle against. How did I even? Newcastle United versus Manchester City fourth leg in the Carabao Cup is going to be a tough one for Manchester City, especially as Newcastle have been playing so well of recent. That man Abeban's there, a key player for them. And the French Cup, it's Bayeux versus Marseille, while in the Bundesliga is VfB Stuttgart taking on Eintracht Frankfurt, Borussia Dortmund versus Werder Bremen, Hamburg SV against Bayer Leverkusen, and Mainz will welcome FC Heidenheim to their stadium. And that's how I call it a wrap on the show today. Many thanks for joining me and for staying tuned. My name, as always, hasn't changed. Ademola Ogumodo. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Have a good morning.
We are the station banging the most.
There we go.
R&B and local flavor. We are 90.9 FM.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the love, all the comments. Keep them coming. I'll find time to respond. You know, it's always here and there for me, you know, but thank you so much. I see all the comments, I see all the love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys. Bye. Bye. Sorry. I gotta go. Peace out. A-Town.